The biggest fear that most of us have is actually sticking out, is actually appearing weird or being odd or being a freak. But that is, in fact, the best way to be throughout this life. That is, in fact, the true essence of what we all should be. My name is Peter Abundant, aka Dr. Abundant, PhD and ordained minister of metaphysical sciences, the study of spirituality. I am also the author of The Enlightened Shadow and Spiritual, Not Religious, both available on Amazon and Audible. What I want to implore you to do, invite you to do, even beg you to do, is to be different. Do something different. When we look at the people who have made the greatest impact in the world, people who have achieved their greatest goals and maybe even beyond, people who have amassed great levels of success, even if you think about money or you want to get into personal fulfillment, it always comes down to one thing. These people were committed and they were courageous enough to be different. They are not the norm. They are not the status quo. They are the people that decided in some way they were going to go a different direction than the majority of society. And so what I want you to do is ask yourself, within you, you have desires, you have passions, you have things that you wish you can do, but for some reason you're not doing them. You're not pursuing them. Why is that? I want to empower you. I want to give you the support to actually tell you that in order for you to achieve happiness in the way you want it, in order for you to actually obtain the things that you desire in the way you want them, to live the life that you actually are meant to live, full of joy, happiness, excitement, fulfillment, you have to be different. You have to do something different. Because being the same is exactly that. Being the same as everybody else. And unfortunately, because of the way this dimension is set up, it isn't set up like it is in the spiritual realm, right? Where things are not physical, but just simply pure consciousness, where things happen instantaneously and there is no resistance. This physical realm functions differently. It can almost be compared to functioning completely opposite of the spiritual realm. Remember, the universe consists of contrasts, what most people call opposites. So if the spiritual realm is instantaneous, we think it and it is, then this realm is going to be different. It's going to be the other way, right? Where we think it and then it takes time. Not that we think it and it doesn't happen, but we think it still happens because you are a creator. That is your nature. But here, it simply takes time. But also here, because of the way this physical realm is situated, not only does it take time, but the process by which to materialize it is more dense, right? And so it's heavier. It's more intense, more challenging. There's a little bit more resistance. And so many people fall into that trap of the resistance because they're being led by the ego. The ego, in fact, is supposed to support you in this physical realm. It's supposed to help you. It's supposed to be the thing that protects your physical body, recognizes harm, danger, because you are to seek safety throughout your life. Right? Especially as a child. But because we weren't taught to transcend the ego, we continue on the journey of identifying with the ego, and therefore we continue to just identify with this physical realm and how things are done. So we just go with the status quo and we just follow along with the majority, with what everybody else is doing, rather than looking at the few, the chosen, the ones who are actually courageous enough, in alignment enough to actually follow their purpose, connect with consciousness, even though they're in a space that is recognized as a realm of the ego, right? And still recognize them true selves and move forward in that, creating that reality, understanding why they're here, understanding this game of life. So be at a space where you are no longer afraid to be different. Be at a space where you recognize that different is beautiful. Different is probably the most beautiful, right? Even at a space where you can identify that there is really no such thing as the same. There is literally nothing on this planet, in this entire universe, this physical universe, that is exactly identical. So when you go that deep into the understanding and the observation of it, you recognize that, wait a minute, everything is supposed to be different. Therefore, you have permission to be you. You have permission to be different. So break free of the bondage of thinking that you are supposed to be like everybody else. Break free of the bondage of thinking you are supposed to listen to everybody, that you're supposed to listen to your parents and what they tell you to do. You're supposed to listen to your community, your culture, your religion. Those are all frameworks of restriction, of limitation, limiting beliefs. They are paradigms that you are not meant to be confined by, to live in. You are meant to be free. You are meant to be you. You are meant to be the unique expression of that which we call God, aka the universe. So today, I just simply want you to think about you, who you truly are, and what it is you truly want to do, how you truly want to live, how you truly want to express yourself while you are here. That's what this whole life is about. It's about expressing yourself, your true, authentic self, while you're here on this plane. So be different. You are probably depressed. You're probably angry, frustrated. Why? Because you are in situations where you think this is what you're supposed to do to get a particular result that you desire, not recognizing that because you are doing the thing that somebody else told you you're supposed to do, why it's not aligning with what you truly desire. Because what you truly desire is truly in sync with your consciousness. But doing what you're currently doing isn't. So you can't do something that is out of sync with who you are to get a result that it is in sync with who you are, to get a result that is essentially who you are and your purpose. So you have to do something different. You have to be different. It is scary because you are so used to being confined by a paradigm, by a limiting belief that somebody has programmed within you. Break free. Be courageous. Challenge the fear. Start off small. Recognize that when you start off small and you move forward in the progression of you creating that which you desire, the world doesn't fall apart. The sky doesn't fall. The universe doesn't explode, right? You're still here. You're still alive. Therefore, when you recognize, okay, I did that, nothing bad happened. Therefore, I can do more of it. Eventually, that builds up your confidence, your faith of knowing that you are a creator and that you are in fact meant to create this thing, that you are in fact meant to live this particular life that you dream of, that you desire. It is for you. Don't think that an idea, a concept, a way of living can exist in your mind constantly for years and years and years, and that it isn't meant for you. It absolutely is. So please, be different. More importantly, be yourself. Be unique. Be special. Be amazing. Thank you so much. Feel free to go to drabundant.com, subscribe to my daily newsletter. get access to this free ebook, The Power Within. Continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.